I've been interrogated by USADA in LA at a hotel room. They had like all the mics set up, multiple people in the room. Um, and then
Whoa.
also by the ITA, which is International Testing Agency, where they flew me out to Switzerland. And that was like a private meeting in the airport at a coffee shop. That's, there, those are the ways they do, um, offer you. They offered me a 1 year silent ban. Like that's how they would offer you these things that are, they don't want everyone to know that these things exist, but it's actually explicitly stated in the WADA code. I believe it's like section 10.7.1.2. Don't quote me on that, but I believe it's that, section in the WADA code where it says basically any organization can give you zero ban, no forfeiting prize money, just make it completely go away in exchange for substantial assistance, which is less left like very vague and subjective. So whatever that means, substantial assistance, they can offer you. Basically, that's why we see the early retirements, people at their peak just retiring, and then we don't hear anything about them. And then there's also
Wow.
people who get injured or sick for a year, and then that's the 1 year silent ban. And so this
That's what
exists.
silent
This is in
means.
the code. Yes.
So, okay, so that was, we were talking, to catch you guys up, we were talking a little bit earlier. I was like, wait, pause this, Colin. We should say this for the podcast because it's perfect talking point. Yeah, he said you were flown to Switzerland by WADA, and you were
Or by
told,
ITA.
or by ITA, and you were told if you give them like give them who you are working with, more info, who else is doping, you would get a silent ban. And so, from my understanding, a silent ban is you don't compete for a year, you just get sick for a year, and no one,
Yeah.
there's
So it'd
no
be
no pro
one
Chinese
year
post.
exactly. Yeah. So it'd be
Yeah,
all kept hush hush, 1 year silent ban, and that would they were specifically looking for information with people I was associated with,
right.
and that they were also investigating. And I actually didn't have any evidence. Otherwise, we wouldn't be here talking because I would have had a silent ban. But just
Okay,
so
my question
people
is this.
know that they exist, you know.
Well, so my question is, so okay, that's very fascinating because so you had someone with you because you're saying so you did EPO by yourself. You administered it by yourself to yourself. But had you had someone and literally said like, yes, X person, Jack or someone, John, was doing something, was also doing it, um, uh, what would they do now? They would go after John and get him. He gets offered a silent ban for more info and like and
I'm not
is
sure.
oh, you're not sure?
I
Okay.
mean, the extent of it, like, I was thinking, like, if I was, looking back,
Yeah.
it's kind of stupid to do it on your own because if you are working with a doctor or with a group, the silent ban exists so that as long as you trade information, you're always going to be protected.
Right.
But like
And
when you're working alone, you don't have that protection.
so this silent band's interesting. So like whenever we hear about athletes, and this does happen a lot in triathlon, I will say it happens. It happens probably to other sports. I'm sure it happens in all sports. I just don't follow very many sports except triathlon, super in depth. And when so these silent bans, it's only a select group of people know someone was caught, like a very select group of people, like five or six, or the entire
Just
administration.
the specific like anti-doping agencies, whether that is USADA,
Okay.
it's United States anti-doping agency, or ITA, International Testing Agency, like they don't have necessarily direct communication with each other unless they reach out.
And so all these people needed, none of them can say anything about you if you like they if there was a silent ban, you couldn't know, they couldn't say anything to anyone, like their families. It's all super,
Yeah,
because if it
you have
gets
to be
out that
quiet.
you were caught, it's really bad to do
Yes,
that.
I know. And so
Right?
like if you're an athlete right now and you think this is ridiculous, go into the WADA code that you signed up for and look at that section